And the way the bars are set up, you can really wrench on it and leverage on picking that line and keeping with it. And usually there's a Venn diagram between stability and agility. PanAm has some fantastic stability, on-road, off-road.
Welcome to Motos, Cades, and Coffee.
Good morning, guys. It's Andy from Motos, Cades, and Coffee. Today we're going to talk about Harley Davidson's secret sauce about what makes a PanAm such a well-baked motorcycle. All right, about to head on ride to go to Harley Davidson Baltimore to do some test rides, but I'm really here to talk about what makes a PanAm such an awesome, all-around, amazing bike. Let's start with just one thing really quickly. Styling, some people say it's polarizing. I think it has a Harley aesthetic and feel, especially on the nose, for an adventure motorcycle, and I think they really went out of the way to be a little bit separate, a little bit different than the rest of the adventure bikes, make it uniquely Harley, very subtle on the logos and such, and I think they did a great job. So kudos to Harley for that. That's one thing. It's polarizing. You're gonna love it or hate it, but Harley's really good about making bikes that stand out from a crowd, and this one does. Just really quickly, the only real mod that I have that's different, a few of them, is I do have higher handlebars. I'll talk about those in a second. A windshield I changed mainly just for vlogging purposes, and I'll explain that. And I did put the tank protectors on, knee protectors, and a skid plate on the bottom. That's a Harley skid plate. I have the stock Michelin Scorcher tires, I believe, and I really like those. They're great on road. You can see I've been getting the rubber way down to the side, and we'll talk about that. But let's hop on. Machine, what's the secret sauce? Well, this video and what I'm going to talk about is actually a little different than what I originally thought I was going to say about it. I thought something that no one really talks about, or talks about a lot, was really what makes it special. Let's start on, and I'll tell you what I thought I was going to be. All right. All right, this is a really fantastic motorcycle all around. I'm really happy with it. Let me turn around here, and I will give you one of my main thoughts on part of the secret sauce. Okay. What I originally thought I was going to give this video on was the stability of the motorcycle, and specifically dynamic stability. I think the Harley Davidson PanAm has some fantastic stability, on-road, off-road, and it makes for a, what I'll call, mostly novice rider like myself, easy to modulate on and off-road. This little friend I have, super simple to ride off-road. It feels very stable, very confidence-inspiring. Low speed maneuvers, it's very well balanced, very compliant suspension, and together that balance and compliance and good road field makes for a very competent ride. Stability is there no matter if you're low speed, high speed, off-road, low speed maneuvers, high speed maneuvers. The adaptive suspension calculates that, its computer brain calculates that, and it's a fantastic part of the stability on this motorcycle. You can rip into corners. You have to manhandle a little bit. It's not the absolute most flickable motorcycle. For its size, I'd say it's probably a little above average. For adventure touring, it's about a little above average. But the stability on it, when you flick into it, is well above average. There's no upsetting in the corners. You can hold a line, you can pick a line, and the way the bars are set up, you can really wrench on it and leverage on picking that line and keeping with it. So you can take fast sweepers and really ride it like a sport bike. And usually there's a Venn diagram between stability and agility. It changes direction pretty good for its size. It threads the needle between stability and agility that just, I don't know many other bikes that do so. And the fact that you don't have to adjust suspension, it does it automatically with its computer brains, is really cool. I trust the brakes. The brakes are really good. You can hustle it when you're going really fast and you're not getting twitchy. When you're off-road, you're not getting super twitchy. It is really a stable motorcycle that has the agility for its size that's above that Venn diagram would place it. So all around, the stability is fantastic, and that is what I thought was going to be the concept of my secret sauce on this motorcycle. But that's not it. Let's get into it after I get a haircut. Alright, I'm back after a fresh, crispy haircut. Thanks, Sport Clip. So while we're talking and hopefully not get crushed, this is a super comfortable commuter motorcycle. I did put 2-inch bar risers on there. I was getting a pinch in my neck, and that is definitely more comfortable, and it does take away a little bit of the road feel, both on-road and off-road. Excuse me. But it makes it a lot more comfortable, and you still can hold a line fantastic. So it also makes it so you can really wrench on the bars to really get a really good turn-in set really nicely. Engine's really good on this. It's a dual mode. It has a lot of torque. It has some pretty nice high RPM pull, and going through the modes definitely changes not only the suspension feeling, right, boop, 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 but it also changes the torque delivery and the horsepower delivery. Makes it more quicker on throttle response. So I like that a lot. And yeah, so it has a good sound to it as well too. I've heard pipes, and with pipes it's actually pretty wickedly sounding, but as stock it is really nice and quiet when you want to commute, and then when you want to get on it, it does sound fun. So engine's good. The ride, handling, balance is really good. Off-road and on-road. The ability to get road feel is really good. The brakes are really good, with a caveat. Front brakes are really good. You can modulate them very well, and it's really nice. Back brake, I'm sure it works fine, but there's no feel to it. But overall, the brakes are really good. The gear shifter is really nice too. Very snick. Everyone complains about not having a speed shifter. What do they call that? Auto shift blipper. They have one in the new 2022s. You can get that installed. I've never once wanted one of those. I'm like, it just never even comes into my thought process about why I can't quick shift. So I don't have a quick shifter, but I've never needed one. It's pretty easy to find neutral here. No worries. And the adaptive ride height's nice. The overall TFT display, and that's really cool. Let's talk about that. The overall TFT display is pretty solid. You can change it. It's very customizable. You can make fonts bigger, you can make it go black, you can make it go white, daytime, nighttime, whatever you like. I like the layout. I think the button controls, the buttonology comes very familiar pretty easily. And I like that a lot. It's the metric style left-hand shifter, controls with automatic canceling. Like most motorcycles, it's unlike the Harley left and right. Has Bluetooth integration. Probably the biggest detriment is the nav on this. It's not fantastic, to be honest with you. There is some glitchiness to it. When it works, it's fine, but there is some glitchiness to it. I would like just an Apple CarPlay, but I'll take it what it is. The hand warmers are decent. On the very, very coldest of days, I wish they could have been a little warmer, but they are not, so, but they're fine. Cruise control is very easy and good setup. The lights are great. So this is going to bring me to what is the special secret sauce to make this a well-baked motorcycle, and it's the all-around balance. It is the integration of everything together that really Harley engineers thought of and put it together. The bits and pieces really make up a really wonderful whole of a motorcycle. There might be other brands where the bits and pieces are better, but they don't integrate as well. Harley integrated everything together fantastically. That really, really speaks to how good this motorcycle is. It does pretty much everything. It does every type of motorcycling above average. For a sport tour, it does, I think, better than average. This rides better than some dedicated sport tours I've had. For a big adventure bike, ADV, it's won a lot of competitions. Don't let my words speak to it, but it's won some shootouts with the GS 1250. It's above average. And as a commuter motorcycle, absolutely above average. Stock seats, very comfortable, great seating position. Styling on it is very Harley, meaning that it's distinct, and that's what you want from a Harley. Some people say it's polarizing. I love the looks, the chunky, funky looks of it, but it's definitely a Harley look to it. The fit and finish, it has a few hits and misses, some wires and stuff hanging out, but overall, I think just the integration of everything is really nice and really cooked and baked well, making it a motorcycle home run, tour de force, King Kong of a big adventure bike. Prove me wrong. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me. That's the special secret sauce of what makes a Harley Davidson Pan America such a well-baked machine. Please like and subscribe. It really helps me build my channel and bring better content to you. And we will absolutely catch you on the next episode. So enjoy your Harley Davidson, Pan America Special, or whatever you ride. Thanks for watching.